Never fear, Dangerous Voice is here. Live and direct from New York City. What's going on, y'all? I'm a little late. You know, I was trying to make sure I bathed. Because, you know, I think the music was too loud. Let's turn it down just a tad. You know, my mic is up, so y'all can hear me. I was just about to do something. I don't know why my phone is acting like it don't know nothing. Okay, let me close all these apps. Got like a million apps open. Trying to respond to a message on one of my apps. Somebody sent me a message. Don't know what the deal is. I legit don't know what to play. I know what I want to play. I want to play Fortnite, but I don't want to play without Chrissy level. Maybe that's what I actually need to do, though. What the heck? Trying to figure this out. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What is going on? Welcome everybody to the stream. The stream where Dangerous Voice don't know what the hell to play. Fire only, what is going on, brother? I said I wasn't playing Destiny until this weekend. Wait, do I even have this downloaded? Oh, I do. Scott Program is downloaded. Like, I might not play Destiny until tomorrow when I have more time. Like, today's gonna be like a short one too. You know, I'm trying to keep up my end of the deal of saying, hey, I said I was gonna stream every day. I think I'm going back to Warframe since Chrissy, she wanted to play tonight, but she can't get on until 10:30. I'm probably gonna be off by 10:30. Once I hit the 1 hour mark, I think I'm gonna be out today. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna be on longer, and I might just start Destiny tomorrow. Like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start Destiny tomorrow, cause I'm gonna have more time tomorrow. Cause I won't have work on Saturday. So I'm switching my category over to Warframe.
It's your lucky day.
I guess I should change. Hold up, now I gotta change all the stuff on whatchamacallit, on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well right now. Give me a second. I'm playing Warframe. I'm just gonna switch to Warframe. Cause I know I want to play Destiny. If I don't want to play Destiny until tomorrow. Cause like I'll probably get through like the beginning of Destiny and then it's time to go. So I don't want to do that. Give me a second. Changing over this thumbnail. Somebody told me I need to get back on Trovo. I was like, really? Like, I remember Trovo not being. I remember Trovo just giving me a headache. Guided Lion, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, you was in the chat with her earlier when I was in her stream. Drop a bomb for my man Guided Lion. Flex bomb on him. I appreciate you being here, brother. I'm good, and you? I'm good, man. Can't complain. Okay, let me switch over to the game now. So I got everything situated. Like I said, I'm starting Destiny tomorrow. So fire only, you know, if you wanna carry, more than happy to. But I know I probably gotta get through like the beginning, like stages of it first. Wait, did I level up Ash already? I think I did. No, Mesa. I have Mesa right now. So yeah, I gotta level up Mesa. Thank you for your service, sir. Oh, thank you. Yeah, For those unaware, I used to be in the United States Army. Hey. Mrs. M, she's in here in the building. What's going on? Oh man, my mother gave me this ginger apple cider water or whatever. Okay, that's not that bad. I was worried. Mother David gave me that. She makes it all the time, and I'm like, ugh, because it. I have to tell her like, yo, it always smells terrible when she makes it. It don't taste that good. Mrs. M is on YouTube and Twitch right now. Thank you for the love. Which warframes you like? I have a few, but my main warframe is Protea. So my overall favorite is so far, because you know I haven't played with all of them yet. But so far, my overall favorite is Nidus. I use Nidus Prime a lot. Nidus is my favorite one. I do like Ember. And you know, I like, you know, good old Excalibur, because anytime I was stuck on a boss or a mission, Excalibur always got me through. But I would say overall my favorite is Nidus. That's why when it came out with Nidus Prime, I was like, oh snap! And then Fire Oni, who is my biggest supporter, he gifted me Nidus Prime. So I was so glad to get that. Because I use Nidus a lot. And people was like, Nidus is your main? I'm like, yeah. I love like using Nidus. Like I said, there might be other ones better. I also like Neza. And I think that's, Fire Only, correct me if I'm wrong, there isn't a Neza Prime. I remember at one point people complaining about that. There isn't a Prime version of Neza. I know there's a lot of Neza lovers out there, especially in the PC community. Night's Prime's a beast. I like Ember and Umbra, but Protea, Nyx, Mag, Trinity, Saren Prime. Yellow. Oh, there is a Nessa. Oh, yeah, there is a Nessa Prime. Okay. Oh, some hearing stuff. Nessa Prime, you just need the relics. Yeah, like I gotta grind for that. I guess I gotta grind for Nessa Prime. I like using Nessa, and then I like using the I had like using the nunchuck. I like using the I had like using the nunchuck weapon with her too. I love that. I had loved using Nessa Prime at one point. I love using Nessa at one point. Guided line. Oh yeah. So yeah, you meet Fire Oni's in the chat. We was talking about you, Fire Oni, because Mrs. M was saying, oh yeah, you know, one of Dangerous people like is like MR20 or something. I was like, oh yeah, he talking about Fire Oni. Yeah, he's MR28. Hi, handsome. What we playing tonight? Didn't I tell you to come play with me? Wait, that was today? I'm gonna have to give you a Tammy. I'm gonna have to give you a ring after this before I go to sleep. I'm not gonna be on long today. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on for a while. I promised the community I was gonna be on every day. So far I've lived up to that commitment. That's a Nessa parts if you want them. Oh man, you can get the Nessa Prime? That's what I have Nessa. I don't have Nessa Prime. Okay, babe, I'm at work. All right, like I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna give you a call after this. I'm already sleepy though, so you should know that. Like I said, I told the community I was gonna be on every day this week. I've been doing at least 1 hour. I think yesterday I only did an hour. The day before I did an hour and a half. And I said Friday and Saturday I was gonna do a longer stream. And if you want Cora Prime parts or Howard Prime, I don't mind giving away. I already have these warframes. Hey, whatever you want to give away, I'll take, because I don't got much. I'm still like, I'm only MR11 right now. Yeah, so. Okay, nice. What you playing? Tomorrow. Okay, today, right now, this game's called Warframe. Tomorrow, I'm playing Destiny 2. I have so many friends. Warframe, that's the name of this game. The name of this game that I'm playing right now is called Warframe. Tomorrow I'm playing another game called Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is a game that I want to play because so many of my buddies play the game. They keep asking me to play it. Man, my time on Warframe was so awful. Peeps! Holy moly! Peoples! Drop a bomb for Peoples. So drop a bomb for Tammy that's in the chat too. Got so many folks that normally aren't here that are here today. What's going on? Peeps. Peeps, yo, if y'all don't follow Peeps, make sure you do, you know what I'm saying? She's Peeps is a dutiful wife, but also a really good gamer, yo. But she manages her household and then manages to be a full-time streamer. I don't even know how you do that. Like, just amazing. Make sure the kids is good, make sure the husband's good, and then make sure the gaming community is good. And then she even has her own gaming organization, so that make sure y'all follow Peeps, man. Oh, Fire Oni, can you give can you do a shout out on Twitch for not peoples and Mrs. M. Make sure folks know how to follow them. As you can see, my hands is tied. Now, I'm honestly trying to figure it out. I think you got to figure it out. Like, you took the YouTube thing that you took everything I told you on YouTube and you exploded it. Like, you got a pretty good viewership. No matter where I've seen you stream, you got a pretty good viewership. So I'm like, yo, you know what you're doing. Like, folks probably can learn from you. Folks can learn from you, definitely. Like, you have a good viewership on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube. One sec, I'm just on my PlayStation. Okay. Hold on, maybe I could do it now as it's in between thingums. Peace. Oh, Mrs. M is still here. I was like, what the hell? She not in here? Yeah, you folks aren't in my stream deck, so I gotta add y'all whenever I have time. I haven't added anything to my stream deck in so long. I might have forgotten how to do it. Man, I don't have. Well, I haven't been keeping up with the news with GameCon right now. I've just been watching people that I know are there. Like my friend Tanya, she's there, and she's in Cologne, Germany. You should teach me sometime to play the game. You know I'm good at Mario and Mortal Kombat. We're gonna start you off with Mario. Mortal Kombat, that's a whole different animal. Mortal Kombat ain't what it used to be, trust me. Okay, it's red all over the screen, but I don't see nobody. My shit glitched. What do you think about the Angels of Zariman? Well, okay, talk to you later. Okay, cool. Tammy, I will talk to you later. So Peep said she had a bad time with Warframe. Warframe is such a daunting thing if you're a new player. Like, cause it's so much. You know, the game's been out since 2013, so it is a lot of content. It's a lot of content. So like, if you're brand new coming into the game, you're just like, shit, like, and then you start seeing like somebody like Fire Oni who's been playing the game for like 5-6 years. You'll see like the stuff that he has. You're like, yo, how do I get that? And then you're like, oh shit, you like a long way off from getting any of this stuff. I was such a noob. Yeah, yo, like that's the way I was. And then like I ran into a few folks. I ran into Fire Oni. I ran into Dr. Travesty, a bunch of folks. Ran into my friend Killer Cam, folks that, you know, have been playing the game longer than me, and you know, I kind of hitched onto them to learn the game. And then that's when I realized the game was even bigger than I thought. Like talking to Fire Oni, and like I'm thinking, yeah, so the whole point of this game is to collect all the warframes. He was like, what? Well, yeah, that's one thing, but actually, then he showed me like all the other stuff. I was like, oh damn, this game more than I thought. And then they just created a second game called Soulframe, which I think comes out next year. I'm gonna be playing that too.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can.
It's supposed to be like a medieval type of game. I'm thinking like along the lines of Godfall or like Monster Hunter. I'm thinking along. It's kind of it's gonna be like along. Talking about in 2 years. I mean, shoot, they've been working on that instead of the crossplay. That shit should be out next year. It's another thing that I tell people. I've been telling everybody. I'm like, yo, that's why we ain't had a crossplay. It was working on that instead of. It was working on Soulframe instead of that. I told you. I think I made the. I've been saying this all week though. I've been having the same conversation all week. I said the reason why we don't have crossplay, cross save is because they was working on Soul Frame and they wasn't even thinking about it. They got to launch crossplay. They got to launch crossplay community testing in a few months. I don't know what's taking so long, honestly. Crossplay was already finished. I don't know what's taking them so long. Guy in line. I'm telling you, I think until Tencent bought them, or bought the majority share in Digital Extremes, the people that make this game, I don't think they was working on it until Tencent bought them, and then it wasn't until Tencent bought them that's when we started first hearing viable news about crossplay and cross save. Before then, it was kind of like, yeah, we're working on it, and we wouldn't hear shit. Tencent bought them, and I think Tencent was like, yo, y'all gotta come out with this. Your player base has been asking it for this for 5 years. What? Like, y'all haven't done anything. They just make sure it syncs and works pocketable sync. Bruh, they could. I've seen a. I had this. I put this example yesterday. So there's a game that I also play on the stream called Aliens Fireteam Elite. The game came out a year ago. The community asked them a year ago, "Hey, we need crossplay and cross save, right? We need that in the game." It took them a year to do it. A year. I don't know what the hell the holdup is for DE, who has more resources than that company. A year later, it was, oh, crossplay, cross save now on this game. I was like, DE, y'all look real bad because that company don't even have the resources or the people y'all got, and they did it in under a year with their game. Destiny, which you could say is a daunting game, they did it. So you could say like, okay, maybe that company is smaller, so it was easier for them to do it. Bungie's definitely bigger than DE. They did it. So it was like, y'all just didn't. It wasn't a priority for y'all. It wasn't. I named a bigger company and a smaller company that did it. And y'all didn't get it done. I'm like, what's y'all issue? Y'all didn't prioritize it. That's all it was. Everybody was like, oh, they making sure stuff works, all that stuff. Like, yes, I understand that. They didn't need it. It doesn't take 5 years. That's all I'm saying. When I seen a bigger and a smaller company do it in less time. That's my rant about DE for today. I have not been paying attention to all the new games that they're announcing in Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. I have not been paying attention to it. I gotta catch up with it. I'm gonna catch up with it probably tomorrow morning, because Friday mornings at work are slow. So I'm gonna see if I can catch up with it then, and try to see what's going on. All I've been doing is following my friend Tanya, who I've streamed with. Here, she's from the UK. She's there at Gamescom. So I've just been following her social media and seeing what she's seeing, to kind of get a feel of what's happening. They not. Bungie came out a year after DE came out in 1987, I believe. Bungie 1988. What I'm saying is Bungie's a bigger company. Not an older company. They're a bigger. Bungie's a bigger company, bro. Bungie's a bigger company. That's all I was saying. Now that Sony owns them. I mean, it was a bigger company when they were still under Microsoft. They were a bigger company than DE. And what I was saying was, Destiny is also the bigger game. Like, more people play Destiny than Warframe. And And like I said, they were able to add the crossplay and cross save in their game. Because I remember when Destiny added crossplay and cross save in their game, everybody, the Warframe community was mad at DE. They was upset. They were like, so what's the hold up with y'all? They just did it. And this is y'all competition essentially. So they ain't do it because they didn't want to do it. And then when Tencent bought them, Tencent forced them to do it, which is the only reason why it's getting worked on. I'm telling you, crossplay, I didn't hear not a peep of like actual news about it other than the community complaining about it for years. After Tencent bought them, we started hearing viable news like, oh, they're working on this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody gonna come and help me? No.
Next.
Yeah, even Bungie came out. Even Bungie came out later. They also announced crossplay a year before, and came out the following year. Yo, this game have NFTs. It probably is like I'm surprised it doesn't. Oh man, you know one time, right? I was about to go like all. I didn't do this, but I was about to go all in on Warframe one time. Like I was like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna go all in on Warframe. I'm gonna stream nothing but Warframe and Warframe content. Like I thought about this one time, right? And I was about to get this Warframe snapback hat and this Warframe chain. And I was like, yo, every time I play Warframe, I'm gonna wear this. Cause I was like, I don't know anybody that's doing this. I don't know anybody that has a Warframe hat and chain. And I was gonna wear it on stream. And then I just started seeing like, yo, Warframe. I just felt like at the time, I was like, you know, Warframe looks like it's dying a slow death. The viewership was really low at the time. Like, nothing new was coming out at the time. I was like, man, you know what? I'ma just play Warframe until, you know, just as I've been doing it, playing it whenever I feel like playing it, create content every now and then, and keep it moving. Because I was like, I don't think it's worth going. I didn't think it was worth going all in. Because I think, you know, as far as growing as a streamer or content creator with it, I think that time is over. Is Warframe a good game? First of all, boss, ain't you like MR19? Like you act like you know this game really well.
Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Don't let boss fool y'all.
Hey dreamers, we are up and ready.
Like he don't know nothing. Boss knows this game. Let's get a shout out for Boss, who I know's in my stream deck. Make sure y'all follow my man Boss, who is also a Paladins player and a Warframe player. He was playing a lot of No Man's Sky at one point. You know, getting it in. Even though Day has to sync, Days to sync to several location training system in which PlayStation runs gonna fuck up everything. The amount of time it's taking is nuts. There were several solutions for the the reason why they haven't done cross save is because of the market. There were several solutions that I posed for that, and then that the community posed to me, and they were pretty much similar. Where it was like, hey, each marketplace will act on its own. So PlayStation market will act on its own. Xbox market, Switch market, PC market's all gonna act on its own. Mr. Gunny, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. So there was the whole argument for that, where it's like, okay, so you can't trade out of the system that you're on. So, for instance, if you're playing on a PlayStation account, you can't trade with a PC account, Switch account, and vice versa. Like, y'all can't trade with each other. You can only trade with another person that's on PlayStation, or another person that y'all both on Xbox, or y'all both on PC. And that was like the solution that I posed. Like, look, just keep the market the same. You just can't trade outside of that thing. That's it. And that's a simple solution. The community just said, the community posted me, yo, just reset the whole market. Like, yo, when we drop crossplay, the whole market's gonna reset. Everything's gonna be the same price across the board. A lot of people was like, oh, that's gonna fuck up a lot of people's stuff, and I'm like, so the better solution is just what I posed was keep all the markets separate. If we're trying to sync all the markets, then you're gonna have to reset it. Somebody's gonna get messed over if you do that. But if it's the only way we can actually get crossplay, cross-save to work effectively, then no, that's a sacrifice people gotta make. Or just give people credit for the stuff that they earned and reset the market. If they combine my promise, the PlayStation has the worst trade market. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I pose keep it all separate. Keep the market separate. That way, nothing gets messed up, and nothing gets people don't get messed over. People get credit for the stuff they've done, the stuff they traded, all that stuff. So just keep it the same. I think the easier thing is to reset the whole shit, which is what I actually think is going to happen, but I don't know. Like, these mofos is giving us more soul frame news than crossplay news. I think that's a problem. They're doing a dev stream tomorrow, though. They're doing a dev stream tomorrow where they're going to talk about crossplay. They said on Monday we're going to address crossplay on Friday. So everybody's like, alright. So people left them alone because, of course, people spamming the chat. Crossplay. What about crossplay? They was like, yo, we're going to address all that on Friday. I was like, alright. Because if y'all don't, the community actually left them alone when they had that dev stream, when they had the little dev announcement stream the other day. When they was like, yo, we're going to address all that on Friday. So they left them alone. But I was like, yo, if y'all don't address it on Friday, they going to come for y'all ass. Like, Friday. We're gonna address all that on Friday. I'm like, alright. They actually left them alone. You know, the warframe community is annoying. So when they left them alone, I was like, alright. And I saw it. I was like, alright, y'all better be careful. If they do great, if there's not a 30 to 45% price difference between PlayStation and PC, and 15 to 25 between Xbox. Yeah. Keep the market separate. That's the easy solution. They haven't announced what they're gonna do just yet with the market, and that's the thing. And that's the thing, Fire Owning. That's just one of the things that the community was speculating on. Community was just speculating on that being the issue. We don't even know what the real issue is. Community was just speculating that, hey, this is probably the problem.
Let's go.
I was like, what? Like, what if, like, here's a theory for y'all. What if the market's not even the problem they're having? What if the market is something they're like, oh yeah, we got that. It's this thing. And we don't even know what that thing is because they haven't said anything. Like, we all think it's the market. PlayStation has the largest base, largest player base among all platforms, even more than PC. I'm surprised to hear that. And you know, PC, you can see the numbers on PC too, like the concurrent players. At least on Steam, I know, which is where most people play Warframe. I don't know anybody that has it on the Epic Game Store. They might have did the Epic Game Store where like they boot up their account on Epic Game Store to get like the that new weapon that they had, and then they probably went right back over to Steam. Triple that of PC. PC has the oldest. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, PC is when you and me. Yeah, PC players, like that's when I was running into founders packs and stuff. Well, I only ran into people that were founders, the Warframe founders. I was only running into those people playing with Smack Pisces Killer Cam, who I call Killer Cam. Because you know Killer Cam is an Killer Cam is an extremely attractive streamer. So she was attracting all ends of the Warframe planet. I was meeting people on Warframe. They were like, "Oh yeah, I played this game day one." I was like, "What?" And they used to come to her stream all the time. That's the only time I even met a Warframe founder, yo, was being around her. They the ones that told her she don't play Warframe no more. Because they the ones that told her to stop playing the game. They're like, yo, Warframe's dying, it's dead, like, stop playing it. So she stopped playing it, she's Dead by Daylight Valorant streamer now. But, yeah. Then you got like the Twitch streamer and YouTuber Life of Rio, who don't even play Warframe, yo. This dude don't even play Warframe no more. And all his videos is I hate Warframe content. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm an Apex streamer now. I'm like, bruh, you don't make no videos about Apex. You don't make no videos about Apex. You just stream Apex. Yes, Life of Rio. He talks about how he's an Apex content creator, Apex Legends content creator. This dude. Here's what happens with Life of Rio. Here's his cycle right now. He likes looter shooters, so he plays Destiny. He'll play a little Destiny, Apex Legends, but what happens is he makes content about Apex and Destiny and other looter shooters that come out, right? It doesn't do well, right? It doesn't do well. So then he'll make a Warframe video, and that does well.
Reinforcements available.
Y'all leaving? Goddamn, one round? Yo. I never liked Rio. I don't hate Rio. I'm just like, he just contradicts himself all the damn time. I don't hate Rio at all. Not at all. Not one bit. I actually like him. It's just that he says he doesn't play Apex. He said he doesn't play Warframe, and I'm a content creator, I'm a journalist, all this stuff. Like, he says all that stuff, but I'm like, bruh, all your content is I hate Warframe. Like, when you try to make a video about something else, it doesn't do well. Like, you'll have maybe 1,000 views, which for him is bad. For him is bad because when he makes a Warframe video, 10, 20,000 views, 100,000 views, he'll get like a good 50 to 60,000 views on a Warframe video. But I mean, he made an Apex Legends video about like the new content that dropped. Like, they dropped some new content, 1,000 views, 2,000 views, which it's good, but for him it's bad because if he makes a Warframe video, it's getting 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 views. So he has to keep making it to keep his YouTube up. He has to keep making it to keep his YouTube numbers up. Otherwise, that's why he keeps making it. Because he can't get no other content popping over there. What is the weapon that I normally use? Not that. Tigress, no. There you go, foaming. I'm gonna switch to these just for fun today. But yeah, you know, for me, like, I first of all, I really liked Warframe. I started playing Warframe on Switch before moving over to PlayStation, right? And I really like this game. That's how I started playing it. And then, like, because I was playing it so much, because I liked it so much, that's when I started getting like my most viewers on Twitch playing this game. Like, whenever I streamed, it was like, yo, at least back when I first started, I was getting 10, 20 people in each stream. I was like, yo, what? It's like, that's when people were still really playing Warframe, like, a lot. Like, when I came into the community, there was a lot. Warframe was like a really good category on Twitch. Like, I would play, if I play Warframe 3 or 4 days a week, I would get people in the stream. Now, sometimes that's hard now. Like, I would just get people, like, I would get 10, 12 people in the stream that I didn't, that weren't regulars. That's what I love. That's what I loved about. I was like, yo, I love this category. And then I started following like a strategy, and it was working too. I just went away from it because it was a time sink. Where like, there was a streamer called Hyperion, and he said he streamed a game that had at least. He was like, yo, stream a game that has at least anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 average viewers, like a game category, anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 average viewers. So Warframe was in that category at the time. I think at the time Warframe was getting 3,000 to 4,000, and he was like, stream that game and stream it, 5 days a week. And he said that's how he became partnered on Twitch. He streamed 5 days a week, at least 2 to 3 hours, and that's how he did that for 6 months, and he got partnered at the end of the 6 months because he was playing For Honor, and he was the number one. He became the number one For Honor streamer. Because at the time, For Honor was that was a game that people liked, but they considered it was like a steep learning curve for For Honor. So there's a lot of people that picked it up and was like, yeah, I ain't trying to learn all this, and they dropped it. It was also like real buggy when it first came out too. The For Honor was like a hard game to learn. So like if you're trying to get good in that game, like you really had to play it a lot of hours. Yeah, but that was a strategy he used. He said, he's like, yo, 5 days a week. He took off weeks, so he said Monday through Friday. He took off weekends, because he was married, so family time. And he streamed 2-3 hours, and he just tracked his numbers every day that he streamed. He said at the end of it, he became the number one streamer in the category. I know that I gotta look and see if he's still a partner. I know he hasn't streamed. I know he had took a break for like a year because he was working on his master's degree, this particular streamer. So he had took off. So he like wasn't streaming at one point. Cause I was like watching him because I was like, oh, okay, I gotta watch this dude because his YouTube video made sense. So I started watching him, and then it was like a week later, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm like, what? So yeah, I gotta work on my master's degree. A lot of studying. This is gonna be no time. There's not gonna be a lot of time for streaming. Didn't see the dude again for like until like a year later. He came on. He came back. And it was just like him, just like, okay, I know what my schedule is. It's been a year. Let me see if I can fit streaming back in there. But like he was streaming like every now and then. Like it seemed like I only saw him come on when like For Honor had dropped an update or something like that. He would come on, but then I wouldn't see my man again. I was like trying to learn from my man, watching his streams, and like I didn't have much to go on because like he stopped streaming after like a week of me finding out about him. I gotta look him up because I gotta see if he's back streaming again. I'll look my man up. He's probably not playing For Honor anymore. I think that game is, they're not doing much with it anymore.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
If there's anything at Gamescom I should know about, y'all let me know, because I already, like I said, I'm not gonna catch up with it until tomorrow.
Will appear soon.
I would actually like to go to Gamescom too. It's in Cologne, Germany. I spent a lot of time in Cologne, Germany. I was stationed there in the army. It's a love. Right. Traveling around Europe is fun, actually, if you're willing to do it. You know, feel me? Like, I didn't really travel much around Europe, actually. Like, I traveled to a few places. I traveled to like 1 or 2 countries, but like, really, but I traveled a lot throughout Germany because, you know, I was everywhere. Like there was points of time where, like, since I was in a foreign country, I was scared to go to any city that there wasn't a military base close by. Like my first couple of years, my first like year there or so, I didn't want to travel anywhere that I was like, yo, is there a base nearby? Yo, I ain't trying to go, man. Like for real. Like if there's not a military base within an hour of where we're going, I didn't want to go. Then I got out of that, of course, and I learned to love traveling in the country. I got lost a bunch of times because, you know, this is before Google Maps. This is really before smartphones got real good. This is like 2007, 2008. Got things. The iPhone was 2000. Yeah, iPhone was 2008. I was in Germany from 2004 to 2008. So smartphones weren't even a thing yet. Like I had a T-Mobile Sidekick, and that's probably the closest thing to a smartphone that anybody had. I love the T-Mobile Sidekick, man. I was mad that when they came out with the new one, I should have bought it. I didn't buy it because I had just bought my phone. I had just bought the phone that I currently had at the time. Like, they were like T-Mobile Sidekick. Like, they brought back the Sidekick, but it was like an Android Sidekick. For those of y'all old enough to remember the T-Mobile Sidekick. And I was like, bruh. I was mad. I was mad because I was like, bruh. I would have bought the new one, the new Android one they was doing. But that was the last one they made too. And it was like, yo, how come they don't bring this back? That's like, the reason they didn't bring it back is nobody bought the last one they made. Nobody bought it. And it was a good phone too. It was a great phone. Like, the folks that had it said it was good. I knew I had one homegirl that had it, and she was like, yo, this phone is dope. I'm like, yo, I wanted one, but I think I had a Samsung Galaxy phone at the time. I was like, yo, I just bought this phone, yo. Then they announced that phone. So I was mad because I was like, yo, I would have waited. I can't say goodbye.
Come on.
Almost coming up on an hour, folks. I gotta keep it strict tonight. But yo, tomorrow I'm gonna be on for a long time. I'm gonna be on for a long time. If you play Destiny, I'll be glad if you can join me because I'm gonna need a carry. I'm gonna be playing on PS5. I have it on PC as well, but you know it's cross-play, I think, so it doesn't even matter. I'm be playing on PC. I'll be playing on PS5. I want an excuse to. I need to be using my console more. Like I bought this $600 damn console and I ain't been using it, so I'm glad that I've been playing a lot of Warframe and Ninja Turtles and stuff this week. I'm not familiar with this guy's abilities yet. Like I'm using stuff like Ash was kind of straightforward, but Mesa hasn't been that straightforward. But a lot of people like using Mesa. Gonna work out. Is that anger? Is that doubt? Yo, so Kanye West, this song, this song Never Can Say Goodbye. He sampled Michael Jackson's voice for this song, but then nobody ever heard the song. We heard him like making the song, and then but we never heard the rest of the song. And we were like, yo, what happened to that song, yo? We heard him when he was using the sample. Played Destiny on PlayStation much as you felt. Yeah, I said I was gonna do that. It's gonna make. I know it's gonna make Lonely. I know it's gonna make Lonely and them mad at me because I know Lonely and Dizzy G wants. They want to play with me, or they would want me to come on to Destiny with them. But they'll be alright. It's cross play anyway and cross progression, I think. So I can always hop on PC with them or whatever. What's up, Danger? CFG Games, what's going on, my brother? Man, I'm slacking on my shout-out game. First of all,
Reinforcements available.
y'all staying? Y'all going? What y'all doing?
Leave now or continue fighting.
How you going?
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back.
Did I max them
Time
out
to
yet?
get out of here.
I didn't max out Mesa yet. Well, this next run I'll do it, and then I'll go after that. Let me get my shout-out game up. First of all, you play Destiny. I'm going to play Destiny tomorrow. Let me get my shout-out game up. First of all, gotta drop a bomb for my man Fire Oni. Shout out to my man CFG Games. Still playing that Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, he was playing it while I was at work. Like I saw, like you, I guess, like I got the notification for you, but it was just too busy at work that day. I was like, oh man, couldn't get on to even say what up. Work got me busy, man. Working me to death over there.
The enemy is
I'm glad all y'all are here, listening to me ramble on. I appreciate the love tonight, man. I appreciate the love tonight. I haven't even been doing like long streams. It's been like an hour all day this week, and then I said on the weekend I was gonna do a longer stream. Like tomorrow I'm gonna try to do a longer stream and play some Destiny 2, which is why I didn't want to start Destiny tonight. I know like getting into the intro and the prologue of that was gonna be like long, so by the time I got through that, it was gonna be like, oh, time for me to go. CFG, you doing a podcast this week, or you got some interview stuff going on? I don't even know if CFG's still here. My man's like Kaiser Sosa, and he's gone. You know what? I gotta look this up. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. The Usual Suspects, the movie, right? That should have won some award. That should have won an award, yo. I don't know what other movies was out that year, but I watched that movie. I was like, yo, how did this movie? This movie is good. Did it win any awards? I don't even know if it did or if it didn't. That's what the Kaiser Sose. That reference is from that movie, The Usual Suspects. If you have not seen that movie, it is definitely worth a watch if you have not seen it. The Usual Suspects with Kevin Spacey. I forget the actor's name, but his name is Caligero. That's his that's his real name, but that's not the name he goes by as an actor. I can't remember his name. But Benicio del Toro's in the movie. It's a good movie. It came out in the 90s. The Usual Suspects. Like I said, if you have not seen it, it's worth seeing. And it's one of those movies, I'll let y'all know right now, it's one of those movies you'll be like, what? Like, it might be, so The Usual Suspects is one of those movies that it doesn't make sense until the end. You're gonna be like, what the hell is going on in this movie? Or you're trying to make sense of the movie, but nothing makes sense. And then at the end, you're like, oh, snap. Like, it's one of those movies like, at the end, like, they tell you everything, and you're like, oh, snap, and then you probably want to go back and watch the movie again to see all the stuff they unveil. You're like, yeah, oh. So, it's one of those type of movies. So, if it's like, if you actually take the time to watch it and it's slow, trust me, wait till the end. It's one of those movies. I know that they don't make movies like that anymore because people will just walk out the theater like, yo, what the hell is going on in this shit? You'd be like, nah, wait till the end. Like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. What you doing? There we go. Anybody else want it? Oh! Hey. 103. Wow. Hey. Yo, y'all trying to force me to be on longer than I'm supposed to tonight. My man, Nom 12 with the raid. Raid train. Come on. So, welcome Raiders. If you have not followed my man Nom 12, make sure you do. We got off this so this is like 3 raids really. Come on. So thank you everyone for coming to Nom 12. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. It's lit in here. So, for those of y'all that don't know who I am, come on. Hey. My name is Dangerous Voice, the People's Choice, live and direct from New York City. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Raiders. I'm currently playing Warframe. So all week this week I've been streaming ever since Monday. I've been streaming every day for at least 1 hour because a lot of times I don't get a chance to stream, and I feel like I've been neglecting me streaming. So that's something that's like a solution I came up with to stream more.
Do you choose to leave now
or continue
fighting?
That was like a solution I came up to stream more because of the fact that I don't get to stream a lot. So, and I said Friday I was going to do a longer stream, and Saturday I said I was going to do a longer stream, just so you know, just so I don't neglect all the streaming stuff. Because I do live streaming, I do miss streaming, and I haven't been streaming a lot. So, welcome everybody. Make sure if y'all have not followed Nom Nom 12, I did try them out. Oh yeah, drop a bomb for my man Nom Nom 12. Danger. Miss Ebony TV, what's going on? How you been? I'm good, I'm good. How are you? How's the baby? Miss Ebony is one of my people. She just had a beautiful baby boy. She's been playing a lot of the Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds game. Real interesting game. Like, I would give it a look. I want to give that a look too. I want to play the Ni no Kuni games because I have them both. I just haven't played them. Nam got raided while he was getting up. It was super awkward. Oh, Nam, thank you for, I don't know, 3 raids, yeah. Nam, thank you for the raids. I appreciate you. He got raided when he was going off Puffy. Yeah, I guess it happens that way. I'm lucky, I'm very grateful and honored to be bestowed with this many people to watch me tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. I think this is probably the most I've ever had, so... I thank you, fellow New Yorker here. Yes, I'm from New York. That's why I say Dangerous Voice, the people's foot. Live and direct from New York City. I am from the Boogie Down Bronx. I currently live about an hour north of there now, but I'm from there. I was born in the Bronx. Went to high school in a town, cause I didn't go to high school in the Bronx. I went to a high school in White Plains, well, in the town of Greenburgh, which is like further north, and now I live further north in a town called Nanuet. I had to get out of the city. Like, my parents didn't want me to go to high school in New York City, so they moved before that could happen. I used to go to the Bronx all the time for basketball. Now you at Nanuet is the name of the city I live in now. Really nice place. Really nice place. Only about 45 minutes from New York City. So I moved out of New York City when I was young because my parents did not want me to go to high school in New York City. They went. My brother and sister went to high school in New York City. They didn't want me to go to high school in New York City. So they moved before I went to high school. If you need to hustle something right now, I'm free. Oh, you play Warframe? I'm Puffy. I'm staying a little longer. Right now, I was just leveling Mesa, which fully leveled now. That's all I was doing. Oh wow, why not? Why my parents didn't want me to go to school in New York City? At the time, it was different. It was different by the time I came up, but it was dangerous. It was dangerous where it was dangerous where my family used to live. So like. My family lived in a bad neighborhood. They moved out of a bad neighborhood into a better neighborhood in the Bronx, but they still didn't want me to go to school in the Bronx. So then they moved further north into the suburbs, and that's where I went to school. New York City in the 90s. Yeah, 90. Yeah, it was the 90s when my brother and sister went to high school because I think they both graduated. They both graduated high school in the 90s. I didn't graduate until the early 2000s. By that time, they started cleaning up the city. Then my high school was actually, then the high school I would have went to wasn't even like a really dangerous or bad high school, yo. Like, there wasn't a lot of stuff happening around my high school. My high school was like, my high school was in an area where it was like, it was very visible. Like, the high school I would have went to in the Bronx was very visible because it was next to a major shopping center. It was right next to a major shopping center, so it was very visible, and it was a lot. It was a lot of stuff going on around it.
Extraction is ready.
That, like,
unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Y'all worried about safety. I'm like, bruh, it's like nothing's happening over there. But like, my brother and sister, they went to a high school that it was very visible, but it was known for being dangerous. So like, they went to this college. I said college. They went to this high school that was right next to a major college, and the major college had barricades and a gate all around that thing. So because the neighborhood that major college was in, I actually went to that college too, Fordham University. So that major college was in a dangerous neighborhood, even though it was considered a really nice college. So they barricaded and gated the whole campus, so the community around it couldn't get in because people was getting shot like 2 blocks away. And my brother and sister went to that high school. So my parents saw that and was like, nah, you're not going to high school in the Bronx. But I'm like, yo, I was going to a different high school because y'all moved. So I would have went to a whole different high school in the first place. But I understand it being an adult now. I understand why they wanted to be about the Bronx, period.
Come on.
So I understood that part of it. Alright, yo. So I'm gonna stay on for 20 minutes more since I got a raid. I didn't plan on being on this long, but I appreciate y'all coming through and vibing with me. So I want to stay on and vibe with y'all. If that's all right with y'all, I hope it looks all right with me. 5th raid. Wait, another raid? Wolfighter, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I don't know if I missed anybody else following. T Sickest, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I'm just scrolling up on the chat, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm Puffy. I said what up to you as well. I said thank you for following. Raid chain. No, I probably am gonna raid after somebody, but not right now. We are going to chill out for a little bit, have some fun. I'm gonna just be doing some more leveling. I got Gauss now, so I'm gonna level Gauss. Yeah, have some fun. Tana, Queen, me, you. I'm looking to see who's on right now, who I would raid to. I'm not sure yet. Maybe Evo comes on a little later. We'll find somebody. I gotta go to bed 11 p.m. night. Nano, thank you for coming through, brother. I appreciate you. Hopefully one of these days we can get a game of Warframe together. You'll just be carrying though. Hey, hey. Good night, my brother, man. Get some fashion items, man. I will, man. Right now, I'm just like, yeah, let's just level up these Warframes, and I'm gonna bashing them out later. Just giving me something to do besides a boring mission. Like, a lot of my missions have been boring. I was just looking to see who I could raid. I don't see nobody that came on yet who I would like to raid. So, like I said, I'm staying off another 20 minutes anyway. So maybe somebody comes in that I can show them some love. Now I gotta go back and watch The Wiz. Oh yeah, Wiz is one of my favorite movies of all time. And the reason why, so for those of y'all in the chat that don't know, Ebony probably knows this already. All my sounds, alert sounds and stuff, it sounds from the movie The Wiz. The movie The Wiz was pretty much an alternative version of The Wizard of Oz, and the original movie starred Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Ted Ross, and Nipsey Russell. Sent you a friend request. I'll look at it when I get off stream. But I'm Puffy. Thank you. I appreciate you. So,
the enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
So, like, I had a bunch of other sounds and stuff on the stream before, but they kept getting flagged. Excuse me. They kept getting flagged. I kept getting flagged for all the sounds that I was using before. So, especially my raid sound, like when I would get a raid, I would play MOP, the song Annie Up by MOP. And, yo, that was like the perfect raid sound. Like, I would get raid, it was like, Annie Up, cop that fool, Annie Up, kidnap that fool. Oh, it's a friend request in Warframe, but by the way, not PlayStation. Okay, so I'm dangerous voice on everything. You can see down here. So on PlayStation, everything. I'm dangerous voice on everything. PlayStation, Steam, Epic Games Store, all that. PSN, it's dangerous. It's either, so if you can't find me, it's either dangerous voice or dangerous voice 121. See, you see it happening up there. So, like I said, I'll accept everything when I get off. So, I also have a like I said, I also have a PC account as well. Like my PC account, I'm not as ahead as I am on it. I had a PC account because, you know, I was trying to play with some folks that they didn't have a PlayStation. They had it on PC, so I was just trying to play with them. So yep. So I had all those sounds, all these wonderful sounds that I had, and I had to change them all. And they wasn't flagging stuff from the movie The Wiz, so I just made all my sounds from The Wiz because, like I said, they wasn't flagging them. They flagged all my other stuff. Yo, I just ate dinner and I feel like I didn't eat, yo. I ate dinner right before stream. I feel like I didn't eat right now. So I'm drinking this water over here. I'm not gonna eat anything else. I'm gonna probably try to get a piece of fruit, maybe. But I'm not trying to eat nothing else. Like, I've been working out like a madman. So, so all y'all in stream, because there's so many new people here. So, I've been doing this whole thing. I explained this on stream earlier this week, but no, the majority of you weren't here. So, I'm on a weight loss journey. Danger has to lose 150 pounds. He's dangerously out of shape. So, I've really been looking at ways like, yo, what's an effective way for me to lose weight and lose body fat off my body? I gotta lose a lot of weight. So, I've been looking at workout plans, and you know, one thing I do like doing as far as working out, I do enjoy lifting weights. I love lifting weights. Like, I do enjoy them. Like, so you know, so getting me into the gym to lift weights isn't an issue. The issue is cardio. And I was like, and I'm thinking like, man, I gotta do a lot of cardio to lose weight. And I fucking hate cardio. I love lifting weights. Why can't I just lift weights, whatever? So then I actually found out that lifting weights is actually the way to go. So I'm experimenting with this philosophy myself. So the philosophy is this. He's a fitness trainer named C.O.O.L. It's the opposite for me. I love cardio. And the thing is, for me, rolling strings, and I think this is the same for everybody else that doesn't like cardio, it's because they're not good at it. Because I remember when I was good at cardio, I didn't hate cardio. People be like, I hate cardio. I'm like, what? I don't hate cardio. I actually like cardio. And I think that's the way it is for me. Like I like cardio. Like, I hate cardio now because I'm not that great at it. And I think that's the way it goes for most people. Like, because cardio is another thing too, where like you got to keep up with it. Like, if you take a week or two off, like, of doing cardio, whether it's running or any other form of cardio, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it a little bit. You're gonna feel like a drop off. It might not be a significant drop off, but you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, I'm struggling when I didn't struggle with this before. Oh, it's hard for me. Don't get me wrong, but I love track stuff like racing. Oh, okay. So you're one of the few that enjoy cardio for the sake of cardio. Gotcha. Like, I enjoy weightlifting because I enjoy the process of getting bigger and getting stronger. Like, I enjoy that process. So anyway, so I ran into this guy on YouTube, Sal Di Stefano, and he was a fitness trainer. He was a fitness trainer for over 20 years, and he was trying to get his clients to lose body fat and lose weight. So, you know, he had been at this point, he had been training for about 5-6 years. So he pretty much figured it out. Like, okay, for me to get people to lose weight, I give him a meal plan and a workout, and a workout to do, and they have to come see me 4 or 5 times a week. And then the people that actually, I'm a sports dude too. Like, a lot of people that watch me aren't into sports, but I'm heavy into sports. I played 3 sports in high school, 1 in college. Played sports my whole life. Anyway, so his philosophy was like, so this guy, he was fitness trainer. I think at this point he was fitness trainer for 5 years. He was saying, hey, he knows how to get people to lose weight. Follow a meal plan, give them a workout routine, have them come see me 4 or 5 times a week. And the people that stuck with it lost weight. Those people that would drop off or wouldn't stick to it. And commonly, the thing that he found out was, they would always say is, like, you know, he would call them up, people would cancel on him, or people would stop showing up, and he's like, yo, what's going on? What's wrong? He's like, man, you know what, Sal, like, everything's working out all good with everything, but like, it was too restrictive, and like, I just want to enjoy my life. So he kept hearing that from his clients all the time, like, yo, I just want to enjoy my life. And he's just like, what? Because he's thinking, like, if you're healthier, you're more physically fit, you have a better quality of life. You can enjoy your life more when you're healthier. But he was saying, but he kept hearing that from his people, like, I just want to enjoy my life. So he was like, okay, this is after 10 years of training people, and he kept running into this issue. He was like, look, I got to think differently about how I train folks, because something's wrong. Like, I can't get people to stick to a routine. And he figured out, like, the most he can get people to do, the average person, not like a fanatic or somebody that enjoys exercise, the most I can get them to do is 2 to 3 days a week. 2 to 3 days a week is the most he can get them to do. So he said, if there's one form of exercise I can tell people to do, and they'll lose weight, lose body fat, and be healthier, what's that one form of exercise? And he figured out of all the exercises, all the forms of exercise he tried, he was like resistance training, strength training. So like resistance training, strength training, like lifting weights and stuff. Like that's what he found was the most effective. That was the most effective way to get people to lose weight, lose body fat. Was resistance training, more than cardio, more than anything else. So he said, of course, like, and he was saying like the way he explained it was, when you're doing resistance training, you're essentially building muscle, and when you're building muscle, muscle is something that has is a dense metabolic tissue. So when you're building muscle and you have muscle in your body, it naturally burns calories even when you're at rest. So like you might burn more calories doing cardio, but overall you'll burn more you'll burn more calories overall trying to build muscle and having muscle on your body. Because like even when you're not working out, you're still burning calories just sitting around doing nothing. And he said, no, if you compound that over time, you'll burn more body fat than just doing cardio and running. Then he said a lot of times, if all you're doing is cardio, if you're not doing weight training, if all you're doing is cardio, like your muscles essentially shrink because your body's trying to adapt to be better at doing cardio. So to do cardio, you don't need that much muscle. You just need to be better at cardio. So what your body does is adjust for that. Which is why a lot of marathon runners, you see like those guys that run marathons, they're real skinny. They don't have hardly any muscle in their body because their body's adapted for them to be runners and to do that cardio exercise better. Yeah, I don't run. Never played Warframe before. I got interested because of C.O.O.L. What do you think of this game? So, Salvi, welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you for being here. Warframe's a fun game, man. It's free to play, so like I said, like it's easy to get people to try it. Like, look, it's free to play. It don't cost you nothing, so get into it, and it's fun. You see it's very action based. You can run, jump, shoot, slice people up. It's fun. It's essentially an MMO, but they don't call it an MMO. It's really a looter shooter, though. That's really what it is, and it's fun. It's a fun game to play. Soulframe's gonna be more of the same, but set a slower pace in medieval times. I'm thinking Soulframe's gonna play more like a Monster Hunter or a Godfall. I think it's gonna play along those lines. Straw Hat Ghost, the grind is the most painful. Straw Hat Ghost, thank you. Thank you for coming through on the YouTube stream. If you're on the YouTube stream, please hit the like button. I appreciate you if you do that for me, please. Gotcha, pay to win. This game is not pay to win because you can unlock everything in the game without paying a dime. It's just things will take a lot longer though. That's all it is. But the grind isn't like the grind to get items. So you could pay and just get whatever item you want, right? But the grind if you actually don't want to pay, you can unlock any item just through grinding. And the grind won't be like, you gotta grind for like 30 hours to get this one item. Like, no, it's the grind. The grind is reasonable, but you're gonna grind a little bit. Platinum is the real life currency in Warframe. You earn that in game by trading. Straw Hat Ghost, thank you for following on Twitch, man. I appreciate you. It's more like pay to get things faster. Yeah. That's more accurate about Warframe. OFC, okay. It's more like paid. Yeah, so the whole point I was making about the fitness thing is me learning this whole philosophy about building muscle to burn fat made more sense. Was right up my alley because I already enjoy lifting weights. So I adopted. So I'm reading his. Well, I can't say I'm reading his book. I bought the audio book that that he wrote about resistance training and cardio. He was saying, hey, all you gotta do is do resistance training, some weight training, 3 days a week, and that's all you would need to burn fat and lose to burn and lose body fat. People think you gotta be scheduled. Of course, watch what you eat too, but people think it gotta be like a real whole strenuous process. He was like, nah, all you really need to do is this. Still waiting for Baru Prime. I have every frame I've bought every frame since Core. It's not pay to win. Yeah, because every time they drop a new frame, what they tell you, what they say is people start the grind to get the new warframe. And then I know a lot of times Fire Oni, he's like, man, I ain't doing all that, and then he'll just buy it because he's just like, yo, I just don't want to do that grind. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. So that's the way that goes with him. So I think for like Gauss, like shout out to Fire Oni because he gifted me Gauss, and I know like Gauss was like annoying to grind for, like super annoying to grind for. So he didn't want to do it. Hey, I'm new here. Hippity boy, what's going on? What's your favorite frame and why? My favorite frame is Nidus Prime. I like the fact that I'm able to do some really good crowd control with Nidus Prime. And I like the way Nidus Prime looks. Nidus Prime kind of looks like if Groot from the Guardians of the Galaxy is in the game. So I don't know. I Nidus Prime. I like Ember, and I like Excalibur so far. It's like as far as the frames I've had. I do like Neza too. I do like Neza. I played a lot with Neza. So I'm really trying to see who can pay, because like none of the real close homies is on right now, which I'm very shocked that they're not. I think maybe they were on earlier. They went to bed. It's late. So I'm like, oh man, who did I hand this? Who do I hand these lovely people off to? I mean, Hellbent Child is on too. Man, Rick plays games. He's playing Resident Evil. I'm just checking to see who's on. I'm looking at people, see what they're playing, because I'm gonna roll out. When Korra first came out, her drop rate was trash. It took me 42 full runs to get it. From that point, I said, fuck that, not again. Yeah, I understand. Like, people were saying that about Gauss. People were like, yo, I don't know why the fuck they made Gauss so hard to grind for. Like, because I think it was one part that Gauss had. Everybody was, it was literally like, I remember when Gauss first dropped, everybody came out and everybody was grinding for this one part for Gauss. It was like, oh, I got all the other stuff. I need this one part, and it's not dropping. So people was getting upset. Like, this part is not dropping at all. Yeah, it was nuts. Black Gamerly playing Destiny 2. Yeah, folks, I'm going. I gotta work out. I gotta work out tomorrow. I got 2 workouts tomorrow.
Any source?
Well, we're gonna hand y'all off to Black Gamer League. Black Gamer League is a streamer that is, he's trying to start a black-owned gaming league, like literally, and with esports and stuff. So he's been doing a lot of stuff around like Call of Duty Mobile, Destiny 2, like a lot of stuff that he's trying to get started. But we're gonna raid him. We're gonna raid out to him and show him some love. He's playing Destiny 2 right now. He's gonna be absolutely shocked when he gets this raid because he's gonna be like, "What the hell?" He's not somebody that knows me really well, but I've been watching him. I've been watching him at the corner. I've been watching him in the corner grind it out. So, yeah. Because I would love to hand y'all off to one of the homies, but none of them is on. None of the like really close homies that I have is on, I should say. But I want y'all to meet some really good people. I'll be back on tomorrow, 9:30. Playing some Destiny 2. We're gonna start Destiny 2, and then Saturday, hopefully, do an even longer stream. I might be on early on Saturday because I think I gotta do a fantasy football draft on Saturday. Let me switch to just chatting. I have a fantasy football draft to do on Saturday. I might stream that. I did that last year where I streamed my fantasy football league. So if I do decide to stream that, that's gonna be like at 12 noon on Saturday. But I will definitely, if I don't stream at 12 noon on Saturday, I'm definitely streaming at 9 p.m. Saturday. So just know that. So we're gonna go over the Black Gamer League, show him some love. He just started about an hour ago, so we're gonna show him some love on Destiny. Until tomorrow, God bless. Good night. Peace. I'll see y'all all tomorrow. Raiding out.
Destination.